I feel like I'm going straight up, like a flight of stairs, but a really tall flight of stairs. It's my truck down there in the parking lot. All right, once you get up the staircase at the beginning, it is a very enjoyable hike. So yes, I know what you're thinking. I am hiking the mountain in Alaska alone. And here on Sitka, there are one brown bear for every 1.5 square miles. Those are very good statistics to run into a bear. And even if it wasn't the bears, I mean, like, if I twist my ankle, I don't know, if I slip and fall and hit my head, really anything could happen. And there is no cell service out here. I'm not that far from town, but it's a very small town and I can't get a hold of anybody anyways. And for those of you that do know me, maybe this is more, I don't know, reasonable. You know a little bit about what I do for a living, where I've been, where I've lived, other things I've done, I guess. Those of you who don't know me, you might think I'm crazy or that I'm an idiot or naive. I don't know, people that know me might also think that I'm an idiot. So yeah, no, doing this is not for everyone. And there's, you know, precautions, preparation, life experience, a lot that goes into it, and not just willy-nilly run off into the forest and pretend everything's going to be fine. Maybe things won't be fine, but I guess you can't let the fear of the potential of something bad happening keep you from doing things. Like, I'm going to live my life not like regardless of the risk, in spite of the risk. I don't know. I guess I'm comfortable with the risks that I take to do the things that I want to do. And that's going to be different for everybody. As far as doing all of these things alone, it can be really hard to get people together, you know, that have the same time off, the same physical abilities, the same comfort level. If I waited for company, I wouldn't do a quarter of the things that I get to do. Yes, I do really enjoy having company. It's just hard to come by sometimes. Especially when you're in the middle of nowhere in Alaska. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is that if you're gonna do things like this, or do anything really, like, just do your homework first. You know, even like 5 minutes on Google will tell you most of the information that you're gonna need. Make sure that you're physically up to it. You know, not dehydrated, not hungover. I mean, you can do it that way if you want, but it's a lot more enjoyable when you feel good. Just be smart and be responsible. Seriously. A few weeks ago, I put up a video and I just kind of scrapped it. I think I called it throwaway video. And it was supposed to be a video about fitness. And then I was like, nah, screw this. And I think some people kind of took it the wrong way. I wasn't saying screw this, like fitness isn't important or eating healthy isn't important. Screw this meant I don't want my channel to be about fitness. I eat really clean and I'm very active. I don't spend a lot of time in the gym. If I had access to a gym, I would. I do enjoy it. You also know that I like rum and gin, and I drink a lot. So besides the alcohol, I usually do pretty well. My concept from that video, isn't over. I'm still working on that. Since I've been in Alaska, I've lost 7 pounds. And I'm gonna try to keep that momentum going a little bit longer. I'd like to lose a little bit more, just to make myself happy, to make myself feel better. I kind of hit like a plateau with my weight. So this is a pretty good spot since there's not a lot of fast food and I'm up on my feet, moving all day at work. So this is a good opportunity for me to cut back on some of the junk food. And since I just got here, I really don't know anyone besides my roommate, so I don't go out to eat very much at all. The fitness journey is not going to be an episode or anything, but it's something that is important to me. Maybe I'll touch on it in the future or whatever. There are just a million reasons to be healthy. It's cheaper as far as your food. I know they say healthy food is expensive, but it's not as expensive if you are going out to fast food all the time or going out to eat all the time. So eating at home is still cheaper, and you don't have to get like crazy expensive organic stuff. Oh, shit. Just get clean, whole food. Like I said, you don't have to spend hours in the gym. Just be active, I guess. It's also cheaper in your medical bills, and it will make getting older a little bit easier to swallow if you're still able to go for hikes, go for walks, ride a bike, when you're in an advanced age, we'll say. I personally am not going to have any children, so I know that I'm not going to have anyone to take care of me when I am old and decrepit. And I have to make sure I don't step on any of these banana slugs that are everywhere. So part of me trying to be fit and healthy now is, yes, to, I guess, be able to take care of myself longer when I do get older. That way I won't have to pay somebody to take care of me or just not be able to do anything at all for myself. Okay, I'm off that soapbox. Like I said, I didn't want this whole thing to be about fitness and health. And these big lettuces, I wasn't that far off, I guess. I asked, and they are skunk cabbage. I also want to know what these are, because they are also huge. They get bigger than this, though. Look at that one. Look how big that one is. I can't. Look how big that is. don't know if I'm gonna have time to do this trail twice, but it would be kind of cool to be able to see the top of all of these mountains and to kind of see how far away I could actually see. It's neat with the clouds and the fog, but kind of makes it feel like you're in a bubble. Makes me a little claustrophobic. Okay, that's not the right word, but I'd like to see it again on a clear day, but we don't get a lot of clear days here. Well, I just completed the circumnavigation of Beaver Lake, and it is time to head back down. I just got to get that far, then I'm done. Overall, this was a really good trail. And it wasn't like too strenuous. And it's in good shape. I didn't have to like crawl under and over things, and they're actively doing work on it, so that's pretty cool. I guess if you were afraid of heights, it may not be as good. I mean, you definitely wouldn't want to like slip off the edge of any of this. Now that we've done all that, I guess I could at least tell you a little bit about what I just did. Beaver Lake Trail. Beaver Lake Trail is listed as moderate. The description includes the other half, which is Herring Cove, which I did not do. Moderate, 2 hours, 3.4 miles round trip, elevation gain of 520 feet. This popular loop trail skirts Beaver Lake and is nestled among rugged mountains and muskeg ecosystems. The beginning and end of this trail are steep, but the hike is worth it, as docks, picnic pads, and fishing platforms are ready for use at Beaver Lake. They're not wrong.